that tight knot in your stomach during a conversation. It's more than anxiety, it's a warning sign that something deeper is at play, and ignoring it could undermine your relationships. Many believe they understand emotional intelligence, but hidden mistakes often lead to conflict. It's not enough to be aware of your own feelings, you must also decode the signals from others. Picture this: you're at dinner, and your partner is silent. You might think it's just a bad day, but that silence could be a desperate plea for help. Overlooking these subtle cues can escalate minor disagreements into explosive arguments. Now imagine a colleague at work acting short with you. Instead of addressing it, you brush it off. Days pass, tension mounts, and suddenly a small issue spirals into a full-blown feud. One missed signal can wreak havoc. Every relationship is a delicate dance. Missing a step throws everything off balance. Recognizing stressed signals isn't just about avoiding problems, it's also about framing conversations that foster understanding. Emotional intelligence doesn't always mean compassion. Sometimes it requires brutal honesty about your feelings, which can be uncomfortable. Are you ready to face it? Back to that dinner, if you ask your partner about their silence, you could ignite a conversation that deepens your bond. But be warned, you must be prepared to hear hard truths. As tensions rise, many become defensive, critical mistake. Instead of shutting down, lean into that discomfort. What are they really trying to say? What do those unspoken words reveal? Imagine pausing instead of reacting with anger. What insights might emerge? This shift could transform conflict into connection, allowing both of you to feel truly heard. Here's the crucial point: it's not just about mastering emotional intelligence, it's about practicing vulnerability. Admitting you don't have all the answers invites your partner to engage, creating a safe space for open dialogue. So the next time you feel that knot in your stomach, recognize it as a call to action. Don't let it fester into resentment. Embrace the discomfort as a chance for growth. Reflect on your relationships. Are you missing signals? Misinterpreting silence? The answers could change everything. Take this to heart in vital relationships. Emotional intelligence is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you understand hidden signals and muster the courage to confront them. What will you do the next time you feel that tension? The choice is yours. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, a storm brewing behind you. You're in a high-stakes conflict where every word can either save or shatter your relationship. But what if I told you the real danger isn't just the argument itself, but the hidden mistakes you might make while trying to resolve it? Think back to a time when emotions were running high, perhaps with a partner, a colleague, or a family member. You aimed to use emotional intelligence to create peace. However, did you know that some common approaches can actually backfire? Many people believe that simply showing empathy is enough. But here's the twist: too much empathy can overwhelm the other person. Imagine you're in a heated discussion, pouring your heart out, but the other person isn't responding as you hoped. Instead of bridging the gap, you may have inadvertently deepened it. Frustrating, right? Now, picture a friend trying to comfort you in that moment. They nod along, but their eyes reveal a lack of understanding. This disconnect highlights a critical pitfall: you can be emotionally intelligent yet still miss the real issue. Every time you assume you know what the other person is feeling, you risk pushing them into a corner. They might feel misunderstood, leading to defensiveness. Just like that, the chance for resolution slips away. When you focus solely on resolving the conflict, you might overlook the underlying emotions that triggered it. What if resentment or fear is lurking just beneath the surface? Ignoring these feelings can turn even minor disagreements into chaos. Let's raise the stakes a bit. Picture this: you're negotiating a deal at work and tensions are high. You decide to stay calm, using emotional intelligence to guide the conversation. But what if your calmness comes off as indifference? Suddenly, your counterpart digs in their heels and negotiations stall. It's a delicate balance. Emotions can be your strongest ally or your worst enemy. So, how do you find that right balance? The key is recognizing the warning signs. Pay attention to body language and tone. Before you respond, ask yourself, is this person really listening, or are they just waiting for their turn to speak? Take a moment to step back. Instead of rushing to resolve the issue, allow space for both parties to express their feelings. Sometimes that brief pause can change the entire dynamic of a conversation. Now, let's reflect on your own experiences. When has a misunderstanding escalated because you were too focused on solving the problem instead of truly listening? As we wrap up, remember this: true emotional intelligence isn't just about feeling, it's about connecting. It's about creating an environment where both parties feel safe to share their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment. So the next time you find yourself in a high-stakes conflict, take a deep breath. Embrace the silence, listen deeply, and watch how the situation transforms. What will you do differently in your next conversation? Now that you've explored these hidden mistakes, it's time to turn them into strengths. Tune into your own emotions and those of others, and let that guide you through the stormy seas of conflict. Have you ever found yourself in a heated argument feeling completely misunderstood? It's like you're speaking a different language, right? You are not alone. Many people face this challenge. What if I told you that the real issue often lies beneath the surface, hidden under layers of unspoken emotions and triggers we tend to overlook during conflicts? Imagine chatting with a friend, and suddenly they bring up a small mistake you made months ago. You're caught off guard. Why is that coming up now? This is where emotional triggers come into play, turning a simple disagreement into a major clash. Now, picture this: you're trying to resolve an issue with your partner. Both of you are frustrated, yet each feels completely justified. But what if the real conflict isn't about the disagreement itself, but rather past experiences that have left you both feeling vulnerable? Consider a scenario where your tone shifts during a discussion. Suddenly, your partner's demeanor changes. I've been triggered, but you have no idea why. This hidden mistake, failing to recognize emotional triggers, can derail the conversation, leaving you both feeling lost, feeling isolated. Research shows that emotional intelligence is crucial for resolving conflicts, yet many misunderstand how to apply it. They often think that simply acknowledging feelings is enough, but it's more complex than that. You need to dig deeper, understand the roots of those feelings, and identify the triggers behind them. Have you ever snapped at someone over a minor issue, only to realize later it was connected to something much bigger? That's the power of triggers. They create a chain reaction. If you don't grasp this concept, you risk repeating the same patterns. Think about those moments when you felt attacked or belittled. How did you respond? Did you retreat or lash out? This emotional reaction is often driven by past experiences that resurface in the heat of the moment. A hidden mistake occurs when you fail to connect these dots, leaving you vulnerable to emotional fallout. So, what can you do? Start by tuning into your own feelings. Ask yourself why certain comments hit harder than others. Then, take a moment before reacting. This pause can be transformative. Imagine being in a tense situation. Instead of reacting